All right. Just gonna talk a little bit about the Westchester scene. I haven't really done a whole lot of talking about this, and I feel like there's definitely there's something to it, man. There's something to it, and I'm still trying to get to the bottom of it myself. So maybe I can learn something from one of these videos. But I first started getting down with the Westchester scene when I my buddy was. I had a couple buddies actually who were living out there, going to school out there, working out there, and we used to go to my one buddy's house down on Rosedale, and they were all real music people. So we'd go down there and smoke some bud or whatever, you know what I mean, party, you know what I mean, and town was cool. I always liked the whole 8-to-1 ratio or whatever the fuck's going on out there, and so yeah, and then I remember wanting to, do some music out there or whatever. So I remember that bull Shoop told me about the Step and Razor shows down at the old Spence. So I would go down there and check out some music, and I was kind of blown away just the fact that there were some real cats doing some good tunes or whatever. You know what I mean? Like it's not every day when I walk into a bar and I'm like, all right, yeah, like this is some real shit. You know what I mean? And I think I just caught it at the right time or whatever. And yeah, then I started checking out Rex's, and I remember there was a lot of jam stuff going on down there, and I would check out like some of the benefits they were throwing down there. Um, then years goes by, and uh, the Note opens up, and the Spence turns into the Social Lounge. So uh, I met Rob Perna years prior in '08 um, when he was running the open mic at Spence, and I remember jumping up and jamming some Bob and jamming some some funk like some Herbie Hancock shit or whatever, and then then we didn't see each other for years. Like I didn't see him for another 5 years, and then two no I'm sorry 4 years, couple years. I don't remember how many years it was, but I reconnected with him when the Westchester Music Fest thing was going on, and yeah, so I think we might have jammed a little bit up there. So I got with them on some music shit, and during the Social Lounge era of the Rob Perna band, I started playing with them. We had a pretty good run. I remember. You know what it is? It's when you're playing every week, you do like 5 years worth of stuff in like a 1 year span. Like it was kind of like being in a band for 5 years, but doing it in just a real short time period. And we were doing gigs all over Philly around that time, and the Social Lounge was kind of the home base. And we would get asked to do some gigs down at the Note, and open up for some national acts. I remember being involved in the Whaler show down there. That was cool. And what was to be honest with you, what was really cool about all that was like to see the reggae music, like the Whalers come to the reggae music and the resurgence that was going on instead of the other way around. So I think that was a big win for the town of Westchester around that time when it came to music. Um, yeah, and then from there, Sprout opened up, and done some shit up there, and seen a lot of good acts come through there. The one thing I could say about Sprout that I really like is that it's that place in Westchester where you can come and do a gig or whatever. You know what I mean? People from all over came there and did some music. So it's cool, man. I mean, they need places like that in a town like that because there's something appealing about that town, and then there's also some things that I don't like about the town, but it is what it is, man. You know what I mean? Um, I would say that there was a change in times out there too that I picked up on, which was it went from the reggae resurgence to the DJ era, you know, and that was interesting to see, man. You know, I mean, I remember seeing Mojo out there at that Westchester Music Fest spinning, and he was spinning "Dope Man" by NWA, and you know, years later, I was inspired to DJ. So I mean, that was one of those things, man. You know what I mean? You know what it is? I think I'm realizing what it is out in Westchester, the music does get kind of like the way music gets passed on down the line, like by inspiration. That happens out in Westchester a lot. That's happened to me a couple times out there, and I think that's pretty cool.